Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Vogel here, and guess what I bought? Yep, that's right, 240SX. It's a 1989 S13, and I bought it out of a guy's yard for $1,200. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you what we got. So what you all are looking at here is a car that I am in the process of making a lot nicer. At first I didn't want to make a video or a series at all on this car because there's so many people that have one, but then I was like, maybe I'll just use it as like a time capsule for me to look back on in a couple years. So yes, I've already started on this car. When I bought it, it was all black, spray painted. It had insane amount of Bondo underneath that spray paint. It had awful body kit on it, and the interior was just terrible. I'll post the pictures up that I did take when I did buy it, so you can kind of see where I've started and where I'm at currently. So the first thing is that this side has been in an accident. They had over fenders on it, but when I bought it, you can see all the like holes for where they would go. It's hard to, I don't know how well this is being picked up, but like my hand goes in and out. It's real wavy. So it's been hit on this side. Maybe this you can see. See this like ripple right here? So that's like the first major thing that I noticed, was that this side was in an accident. A couple other things that I could kind of tell was like this doesn't really line up too well right here. There was a huge ding right here. This door had just scrapes down the side of it. Another thing that they did was this body line was filled in under the over fenders, down the whole car and down the fenders. So this was completely gone. I'm still working on taking the Bondo off of here. I mean, you can see how thick they put it on. I mean, that's like a mountain. It's crazy. So here's the front bumper that came on it when I got it. I mean, you can see the homemade fog lights over there. There's some sort of mesh looking stuff in the grill. I mean, it's fiberglass, it's junky, janky, and I guess it looked good to them. But yeah, so if this sets the bar for what I was working with, you can kind of tell. I mean, typical S13 stuff, you know, make it look good. Doesn't really matter how. These were on the fenders. You had like a bracket welded in this way, and then you riveted it in place. Just a mess. So you're probably asking yourself, Jordan, why do we even care? You have a half-started 240, and you didn't give us any videos from when you started, and now you're just like, hey, here's a vlog-style video, and we just don't understand. You're right. And like I said, at first I didn't really want to make any videos because I just like to come out here and work on this at my own pace. You know, I don't really have a set schedule of like TJ Hunt where it's like, today we're gonna do an exhaust and that's the only video they make for the day. How I work on this car is what I see is what I do. So like I don't know, I jump around. Like yesterday I put the doors back on, but then I also put the support on. Like some YouTubers, that would be two different videos. I just do a bunch of things at one time. So these videos aren't going to be, well, they might be, but they're not really going to be like instructional like my Subaru videos of like, okay, step 1 do this, step 2 do this, whatever. This is going to be more of like I said, like a time capsule of me just working on this, and then 30 years, 20 years, 10 years from now, I can come back to these videos and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I had my first 240, or, you know, look how far it's come since then. I'm going to try to keep each video to one specific thing, but like I said, I just kind of like to do a bunch of stuff at one time. Like today we'll probably put the door card back on this car, or this door, and then maybe put the fender back on as well. So like, we're just gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, and if you enjoy watching it, keep watching, and if not, then thanks for stopping by. But hopefully this car will be pretty sweet. I have high hopes for it so far, and I'm excited to see what it'll look like compared to where it started, out from under a tree. So I'm super pumped, and hopefully you guys are too. So I'm gonna keep telling you about this car and keep rambling, so I hope you don't mind. So you're also probably wondering what I have done so far, and I'll tell you. So far, this car did not have a front support, it did not have a bumper support, so those are both brand new, or new to me. I've gotten everything so far from Facebook Marketplace. This fender is new, that fender is also new. The doors I've stripped down from the spray paint. Obviously the red seats are brides, they're new, obviously, I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so I've stripped all the spray paint off, I've stripped all the Bondo off. This side's actually pretty nice, but it's not perfect by any means either. So I've taken the over fenders off, stripped all the spray paint off. I've gotten a new OEM bumper from a kid in New York. I also got this minty hatch from him as well. The first owner actually bondoed the third brake light, so it was all gone completely. They did like a wiper delete too, with like 4 rivets and a steel plate. It didn't look very good. And then they did something else over here, I think the spoiler holes, but they came back. So I got a new minty hatch, new bumper. This side's the same way. Took the over fenders off, found the damage that they had bondoed over. So there was an accident over here for sure. Again, stripped the spray paint off the doors, and got a new fender for this one as well. I still have some work to do on the hood. You can maybe see some like imperfections here. I gotta resand this and make it look nicer. This is really bad too, like I said. So much Bondo on this car for so many reasons, and I don't know why. So other than that, obviously it's white because we have primered it. I got every piece, every body panel down to bare metal. So we primered it right here in this driveway just to, you know, not get the metal rusty. We spray painted, well, we didn't bother taping this off because it has a massive crack down the side, so that would hopefully get replaced. Okay, so let me show you about the part that I actually have done and have completed so far on this car, which is the interior. So I took this door handle off to get painted, so the only way to open it is from the inside. So what we have here is this car has it had a 100% blue interior. I don't know, maybe you can tell this is all navy and that's all black now. Anyway, everything was blue. Carpet was blue. Maybe the seat belts were blue. The center console, the dash, everything, all blue. So far I've resourced everything. All these plastics are brand new. This dash is brand new. well, new, well, uncracked. I got it from a guy. He also gave me the super rare defroster vents that I haven't put in yet because I'm scared that I might have to take them out. So that's going to be the very final thing I'm going to do in here. So the obvious thing was the dash was cracked, so I got a new one of those. That guy also gave me a pretty sick 180 SX cluster. It only reads in kilometers, so it's super cool and JDM. There's no miles per hour on it at all. The heating HVAC system works. Everything, well, cold doesn't work, but hot does. All the buttons work. This car isn't going to have air conditioning, so that doesn't matter. That button does work though. I've resourced all the vents. All these vents are minty, uncracked. Super nice, so that's cool. So I had these WRX floor mats laying around. I think they work nicely in here. They're black and red, just like everything else. Until I get 241s, everyone keeps asking me about them, so I figured I'd address it. This carpet was blue, and it was disgusting. It was so gross. It smelled terrible, and the insulation on the underside obviously is 31 years old, because that's what 89 is. But it actually had like bugs crawling on it. I've decided to keep the back seats. They're actually really nice. They're this cool blue color. I took them out and steamed them and carpet extracted them, and they look beautiful now. Real nice. The seatbelts actually don't work, but they're cool looking, so I've just decided to keep them in there. In case I carry like some stuff around with me, I might want these seats, so I've just decided just to leave them in. But here's that blue, like plastics. Everything else is, like I said, all brand new or new to me from somebody. I still need to get one of these. This is broken. I just got a new one of those, so I need to find a pretty non-expensive one, even though all S13 parts are getting expensive. My favorite part about this car is the like jewelry box door chime noise. So when the doors open, it makes that cool chime, which is pretty cool. These seat belt things that automatically put it on for you work, which is pretty neat. I obviously won't be using them for very long with these brides, but because of, you know, need a harness, but I don't have one right now, so this is pretty cool. I think they're neat. But everything else is pretty cool. It works. The flip-ups work. Something hit them. There we go. 240s. Neat. But they work. They didn't for the longest time, so I had to figure that out. Turns out it was this switch right here. The guy gave me an extra one, so I switched them out after I had to buy a relay. But it works now, so I'm not worried about it. This interior to me is just so cool. You just get in, and it's like a time capsule. It's just like 80s, or late 80s, early 90s, just bare bones plastics. There's no luxury to this car. It's just you and the vehicle. You and the four wheels that touch the ground. Like, yeah, it has a radio and it works, and it has literally just now it just has just hot, but it had just hot and cold, and now, you know, like newer cars have heated seats and heated steering wheels and like all these lane assists and automatic high beams and stuff. This just takes you back to a time when it was just you and where you were going. That was it, and how you got there, which is so cool to me, because that's what cars are really all about, in my opinion, is the journey of where you're going, not the destination when you get there. So anyways, I'll just end this video here. I like to ramble and talk a lot, sorry. But this is what we have so far. It's a 89 240, like I said, bought out from under a tree, and we're just going to try to make it a lot nicer. So if you like where we're headed and you're interested in this series to see what's happening, make sure you hit that subscribe button and toss this video a like. It helped me a lot. And yeah, this is Fogel. I'll see you guys in the next one, whatever that may be. I'm not sure what the video is coming next. Like I said, I'll probably put that door card on over here, so maybe I'll start with that. But anyway, like I said, I'm just going to keep rambling, so I'll see you guys in the next one.